Hi, it's me again, Kevin at Spine and Rehab Specialists. Today I'm going to talk about how to prepare and train for either a 5K, a half marathon, or a marathon. But this can pretty much be applied to any sort of running event. So first and foremost, you want to have a plan. That's probably the most important thing that you need to do, and you can make like a weekly 12-week schedule with that plan. And typically in that plan you want to include some long, slow distance runs, which is just essentially where you go out and run, maybe run a minute, 30 seconds to a minute slower than your expected race pace, and you want to go for a high amount of miles but less about the pace. You also want to include shorter distances but at a higher pace or race pace so that you can train within that aerobic threshold that you're trying to achieve. And then you also want to make sure you include rest days in between. So a typical 12-week training program for like a half marathon, for example, will include a steady ramp up of intensity and distance until the last week and a half, which is when you completely taper off and rest. But with those last 2 weeks, you want to still continue to run shorter distances, typically not at your pace, but just to keep running just for consistency. And then typically you want to take about 2-3 days off before the race, just doing any sort of low impact activity or rest just to prepare. And then when you get to race day, you want to make sure that you try and stay on your pace. Don't try and push too much initially, and then always remember to have fun, and the outcomes will come with the training.